just taking a break from the computer today. Hello, YouTube.
Hello, YouTube. So you guys know I goofed.
Yeah, she goofed. I was partial to blame too because I didn't verify the one baseball game.
We're not going to King County.
No, because King County is playing here while we're planning to go there.
Yes.
Yeah, basically. I've been doing a lot of researching, a lot of pricing now, because I got to come up with an estimate income. So what Angie doesn't understand was when I look at the prices of everything that's online, I usually add anywhere from $10 to $20 higher. Reason I do that is because I want to make sure I have enough funds to cover any surprise fees that may happen. Usually it does. So when I see, let's say if we're planning to spend 2 nights hotel in Chicago at our hotel that we stayed at back in 2016, basically, I saw it's the running price as of right now. If I book it today, it's running at 68, just under $69. So what I usually do is I round it up to the nearest. So I round it up to $80, basically. Run up to $80 and maybe add an extra 10. So I'm thinking about maybe after taxes and fees, you got taxes and fees, you got hotel, motel taxes. So basically, we're looking at possibly a 2-night stay around $180. That's just max, probably around that neighborhood, between $140 to $180. So it gives us a little window to play there too. I'm also pricing it at a campground because we're gonna pop the tent up this year. We're gonna do that at Adventureland. Unfortunately, they don't offer tent electrical sites like the one in Ohio at the Bayshore Estates campground, where I can get a tent site with electric. Adventureland does not offer it. All electrical sites is only restricted to RVs. I think that's the last time I know, but it's been pretty well set standard for that. Because I think I priced the tent sites at Adventureland Park during non-peak holidays and weekends. Not bad, $20 a night. That's actually cheaper than. Well, actually, no, not really, because when we get the tent site in at the Bayshore Estates campground in Sandusky, we usually get, like I said, electric, but that usually runs about $38. So even electric sites, even at Adventureland, run around $35. So it's about price about right. So hopefully it works out. We can get discount Adventureland tickets at one of our local financial institutions.
Yes.
They have discount tickets there. Only thing we have to pay Adventureland does not offer meal deal like we did at Cedar Point. We actually, because the prices are so low, but still pretty high for, let's say, it's pretty cheap for amusement park food prices, but it's compared to ballpark prices, so it can be up there a little bit, but not as high as you see at your bigger amusement parks, basically. And Adventureland is known for its fried chicken, so that would be a must, right, Angie?
Yes.
Yeah, I gotta have that fried chicken at Adventureland Park. That's what I've been craving for years. I have not had it since 2002. That's a long time.
Well, that is a long time.
Yeah. Okay, then we have to accommodate, like said, fuel. Oh, don't forget the most important thing. Car rental. Yeah, we gotta price that. If we would have stayed within the state of Iowa, I probably would have done it on the cheap. But because we're going into Chicago, I got to have a little bit more insurance. So basically, cover a lot more stuff, basically. So, but yeah, by on the cheapest, I will just only get liability. But I think we're just going to get, because we're going to Chicago, we have to include other coverages too. Basically, actually, it's always best to get all the insurance available through your renters. If in case if you're local, in case if you own a car and your car insurance will cover it, basically cover everything for a car rental. That be it. Because we don't own a car, we have to buy the insurance plans that the individual insurance plans. It does add up. And I think I have a nice budget plan for that one too. So yeah, so like I said in last night's video, budgeting. But unfortunately, like I said, Angie goofed. I didn't follow through on it.
You guys, we won't see Patrick at the Dogs game either.
Yeah, we'll see Patrick, our Facebook friend, eventually during this whole trip.
But not at the Dogs game.
I have to call him yet this weekend to let him know what's going on. Probably get some dates, but I'm not going to confirm these dates yet. So stay tuned to the Angie and Chuck Show Facebook page.
Yes.
But we are going to 3 baseball games, 2 involving Midwest League teams now, instead of well, it's going to involve 2 Midwest League teams, but not going to be involving the Lumber Kings at all. We just learned that Cedar Rapids Colonels is home that Wednesday as we're coming back, so that's probably going to be a stop there. We have not been out there in years.
We haven't.
Then after that, we'll probably come home. So after 2 nights staying at Adventureland, we'll come home towards Cedar Rapids, and we'll have to kill time between Adventureland and Cedar Rapids anyways. I got a couple ideas and plan. It's basically planning and what we're going to do. We've got to stay within budget too. Okay, the baseball ticket prices for admissions, I have to get that figured in for Cedar Rapids. And Burlington's running about the same prices as us because it's one of those small market teams. Basically, they keep the prices down to hopefully they draw people down there. But they don't draw any better than us, probably worse than us for drawings. And we have to check out that stadium. We have not been down there since they renovated it. That's a long time, too.
And Mr. Pookie, we will be getting a hold of you.
Yeah. Mr. Pookie, 65, as you're watching this video, as soon as we confirm the dates, we will be getting a hold of you what day and time we'll be in the Burlington, Iowa area. We might even swing by your place. Who knows? Might swing by a little at the... what you call the Pookie compound, basically. But I think we'll meet you up in Burlington if you're interested. So get a hold of me, but I'll confirm the dates later. Oh, by the way, Angie, you gotta remind me if I don't do it between now and then, I have to check up on the iPass situation.
Yes.
Hopefully, I'll get that updated, maybe, and put some money into the iPass. For the ones who does not don't know what an iPass is, if you're on the Illinois toll roads, if you're familiar with the toll road system, in Illinois there's something called the iPass, and in other states it's known, in most other states, not all states, because some other states has their own transponders, but it's like an Easy Pass. An Easy Pass is a similar transponder to the iPass. So that's why we was able to go with our iPass. We was able to use the Indiana toll roads and the Ohio toll roads at the same time as of the Illinois toll roads. And of course, we had people who love the Illinois toll roads because with their Easy Pass in Illinois, you just fly right through the toll booths, while everybody else is sitting paying cash and that. But yeah, it saves time. Actually, in Illinois, it actually saves time on your travel time because you're going right through real quick. That's the way toll roads should be, basically. Because once you got that transponder, they take your license plate anyway, just in case you don't have enough funds, and you got 7 days to rectify your problem. That's what I like. But I think Chicagoland, it's going to be pretty expensive because even for that independent baseball, I looked at the prices, it's about slightly higher than most developmental baseball in our market, basically, because it's independent baseball. They have to come up with their own money to fund their own stuff, basically. So, but yeah, we're looking at some ticket prices there too. It's going to be a fun time, and we'll meet Patrick on our videos, in our videos eventually.
So you guys know the Chicago Dogs has a former Cub.
Yep, and that's so yeah. So But we'll talk the details on that. But yeah, this is what we got.
Hold it. The former Cub is Carlos Zambrano.
Oh, that's the guy who beat up the Gatorade cooler just
Yes.
because it was there.
Yes.
Okay, just as of right now, no dates has been confirmed.
Nope.
We looked at the 1 week in July. It looks like we can pull it off, but I'm not going to confirm these dates yet. Basically, we're just putting the budget together to make sure we have enough to cover that we need to do. Of course, Angie's got to go shopping later this month. Bath and Body.
Next Tuesday we are.
Next Tuesday we are. So, yep, I'll be filing for bankruptcy in that area.
It's SAS, which means all the items are half price.
And we're going to do a Costco run. We're going to be doing Costco for the first time. Excuse me here. Sorry about that. I swallowed a gnat. They don't taste good. They choke you really bad.
Alright,
So-
when we go to Costco, you guys, I gotta try something.
Oh, yeah. What is it?
It's Angie's caramel corn or something. It's got my name, so I figure I might as well try it.
Oh, that sounds good. Sounds,
And with the thing, it's buy one, get one free.
Oh, hopefully doing that deal, right?
Yes.
Okay, sounds good.
It's caramel corn.
Yeah, we're just only going there just to pick up some snack items. That's all we're going to do. Chicago, we don't know what we're going to end up doing when we get there.
You guys, we know one thing.
What?
We gotta stop at White Castle.
That's on the way home. That is a must, basically. We got to bring home a Crave case. That all depends on the budget, too. So.
And sometime in June, Angie's going to Davenport.
Yep. By herself. She'll take the camera with. She'll take some form of a camera with.
I'm going to Portillo's with a couple girlfriends.
Oh, by the way, what kind of budget we're going to do when we do later this month up at Sabula? Won't be much of a budget there. Just enough to cover a maybe a carry-out order or a delivery order. And maybe, like, if we don't feel like cooking breakfast, we'll head down to the local cafeteria for breakfast. And of course, we'll probably hang out at Homeport. That'll be on that Tuesday. Tuesday's the only day for cheap beer. Cheap drinks, right?
Yep.
But we ain't going to overdo it there because I got other plans to do there too. Hi, Tom. How you doing? Okay, we're going to just wrap up this video. That's just what we got. It's tentative plans. Right now, we're just working on a budget for any future, for this future trip. I know our 2 nights in Sabula probably won't be much of a budget there. We'll probably keep that under $50 easily there, possibly. And that's just for what we need outside, what we don't bring with us, basically. So, yeah, we'll do that. But for that week's trip, we're looking pretty close to, after the car rental, we're looking at possibly the same budget we put together as we were going to Cedar Point, basically. Pretty expensive. We're looking at anywhere from hopefully around $1,100 minimum.
We can do it.
We can do it. We can do it. We can do it. Yep, we can do it. All right, we need to do is get out of here. All right?
Yes. Oh, please like, share, subscribe. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. And we will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.